What exactly am I doing? Why exactly do I feel so much shame attached to the past and so much hatred to my past self compared to, like, if I was giving someone else advice or anything, I would tell them, like, forgive your past. Your past made you who you are today, and your past has paved the way for who you're going to be in the future. Forgive it, let it go, let it fly away, move forward, do better, be better, stand in your truth, stand in your authenticity, which is all things that I thought I was doing for myself, until I have moments and days like this where I don't feel enough, where I do go back in my mind and think about the things that I've done in the past that are still affecting my today. But at what point does that become madness? Even if you don't do it every day, the fact that you do it at all, the fact that I do it at all, is madness. Healing yourself is forgiving yourself in every form of yourself. You as a child, like I would go back and give her a hug. Nobody believed in her. They only saw the wrong that she was doing, the bad that she was doing, the mischievous ways, the over-communicating, the disrespect, the talking back, which I didn't necessarily at the time, as being a child, see it as disrespect on me. Didn't see it as talking back. It's just me asking questions and trying to really wrap my mind around what it is that I'm being told from school to home. Wish I could give her a hug and let her know that she's doing good, and it's good to ask questions. It's good to ask questions because that's the only way that you're going to learn. I wish I could go back and hug my middle school self. My middle school self that allowed a teacher to fully humiliate me in front of class. And the way that my middle school self decided to retaliate or stand up for myself because no one else stood up for me was to become mischievous, the exact person that they were saying that I was. I forgive myself for losing interest in school. I forgive myself for losing interest in education as a whole. I forgive myself for allowing myself to seek others' validation. Oh man. I forgive myself for seeking others' validation and not realizing all those people that I was seeking validation from never wanted my best interest in the first place. They never wanted what was right for me in the first place. I was a character for them. I was a show for them. I forgive my high school self for not living in my authenticity, not voicing everything that I was feeling. not communicating the things that happened to me. I forgive myself for allowing those to take power over me. I forgive myself for not making the right choices. I forgive myself for not slowing down. I forgive myself for not seeing those people's true intentions upon arrival. I forgive myself for believing that everyone was my friend. I forgive myself for believing that the definition of love was attention. I forgive myself for breaking my parents' heart. I forgive my young adult self. I forgive my young adult self. I forgive my young adult self for not knowing when to say enough is enough. I forgive my young adult self for absorbing all of that pain and suppressing it. I forgive my young adult self for not swallowing my pride and going towards those who loved me compared to staying with those who hated me. I forgive my young adult self for falling madly in love with someone who hated me. I forgive my young adult self for giving that same person children. I forgive my young adult self for having children ahead of having financial stability. I forgive my young adult self for not taking the time and understanding financial literacy or even attempting to learn financial literacy. I forgive my young adult self I forgive my young adult self for running away from my problems instead of facing them head on. I forgive my young adult self for absorbing others' opinions and carrying it as my own personal shame. I forgive myself now for not releasing the past earlier. I forgive myself now for beating myself up for so long. I forgive myself now for not thinking that I was enough all of these years. I forgive myself now for procrastinating on my dream for so long. I forgive myself now for focusing on perfection so badly that it has paralyzed my day-to-day. I forgive myself now for taking others' opinions of me and carrying it and wearing it as my own. I forgive myself now for not telling the truth for all of those years, to the point that the lies became my identity. I forgive myself now for not assigning myself the stamp of worthiness. I forgive myself now for beating myself up so badly. For all this time. Yet and still, yes, I have been healing myself for the past couple of years. All in all, I'm not done healing. And I forgive myself for that. I forgive myself for not having enough patience with myself. I forgive myself for where I am currently in life. I forgive myself for not taking my power back sooner. I forgive myself for not being where I thought that I would be. I forgive myself for not showing up the ways that I needed to. I forgive myself for sleeping on many opportunities that I let pass me by, and I watched it walk away. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. I love myself. I release the past trauma. I release the pain. I release the sorrow. I release those side eyes. I release the bad mouthing of me, of my character. I release villainizing my past self. I step forward into the new dimension that aligns with exactly who I want to be, living in my full authenticity, in honesty, in love, in compassion, patience, nurturing. I understand that I am worthy. I understand that I am great. And I also understand that I am powerful. I understand that I am the creator of this reality. I release the past and I move forward with my head held high, my tears in the past, and a lot of hard work in front of me. But I know that I am worthy of this path, and I know that I deserve this path, and I know that I will live in my full authenticity, whether others appreciate it or not. May my cup overfill with love, discipline, determination, dedication, consistency. Life is wonderful. Whether you feel happy or sad, life is wonderful. And when you feel sad, find out why you're feeling sad and release it. Understand it, dissect it, and release it. Release it to the past. We only have this life as of right now. We leave this life, we either demote ourselves or upgrade ourselves. And I plan on upgrading myself. I don't plan on leaving this skin and coming back to another skin to deal with more pain. Absolutely not. I'm going to deal with all the pain right now, right here. I'm going to work on changing it, find action steps to change it. At the same time as raising two beautiful, whole, independent, successful, intelligent, patient, nurtured, emotionally sound, emotionally stable, physically stable, spiritual, understanding, independent, compassionate, wonderful, loyal, beautiful creations of our Creator. My children. Healing my past will allow me to heal their future so they have healthy, whole, beautiful lives. That's a legacy. Life didn't turn out to what I thought it was going to be. But this life is still wonderful and beautiful, and I can make it what I want it to be now, instead of allowing people to take my power away. I love you. You are loved. And more than just me. You are needed. I am needed. We need to stop hiding. Take my hand. Let's go. Let's go to where we need to be. Let's go to where we need to be. Where we are whole. Where we are happy. Where we are committed and connected to our Creator. I rebuke the darkness. I rebuke the evil. I rebuke the pain. I rebuke the past. I rebuke the demons. I rebuke the negative souls, the negative spirits, the NPCs. I rebuke all of that. And I understand that the world is within me and I can create whatever I want, because within me is a spark of my Creator. And the spark of my Creator will channel through me and give me exactly what I know I am worthy of. Mark my words. We make these big steps. We make these big changes. It's only up. It's only up. Have a beautiful day. I love you. And know that you are enough. You are worthy of whatever your heart desires. Release the opinions of others. Release the past.